day or the day before and be like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's not what I do. Like Saturday, I felt so bad, and I had all these like cold sores and stuff in my mouth. They're a lot better now. I'm able to eat a little bit. Well, I can eat. I just have to eat soft stuff. But man, I just felt terrible, and I did laundry and I slept or sat. I didn't do anything else, and I feel terrible. So this week is like really crazy. Wednesday I'm going to do a Bible study, which that's exciting. Love that for me. And then I've got some other things that I need to get done, like at the house and stuff. And then Thursday I'm going to do a Walmart order Wednesday night, and Thursday go pick it up Thursday morning. And we are doing a fish fry, a community fish fry. So that's hopefully going to be a lot of fun. So I've got to go get some stuff for that. And I'm making the coleslaw, which seems to be like what I always make for like fish fries and stuff, but that's okay because I do make a good coleslaw. And I'm going to make that and a dessert. I'm going to make an eclair dessert. And so it's that eclair dessert that is I never can decide which way to go because they're like putting gravel and stuff down on our road. Well, on one of the roads. This is actually I don't know what road this is, 30th Road. And so they're putting gravel down to like get rid of the potholes and stuff, but it's like every day they're doing something somewhere different, and that's always the road I want to go down. Anyway, I'm just going to go straight, and of course there's a big truck coming. Let me get over so I don't hurt nobody, or I don't get hurt, rather. And, you know, you always got to wave because you live in the country. That's just like what you do. But I have noticed that people who drive cars don't wave. People who drive pickup trucks or SUVs or big pieces of equipment, you know, whatever, they wave. But anyway. Okay, so they're doing the roads, and so you never know which road to go on, because if that's the road you choose to go on, then that's usually the road they're working on. So I took this road, which is our road, and it rained Saturday night a lot. I think we got about 2 inches, so that was really good. But so taking this road, but this road is kind of not a good road. I mean, there's like a bunch of holes and stuff, but it also gets really muddy. But that's just in a few places. So I'd rather go on this road and have to dodge the mud holes than go on the roads where they're spreading gravel and have to literally go down into the ditch to get out of the way. So yeah, I'm just not comfortable doing that. Anyway, so I got a couple new orders for laundry powder. Let's see, I got 2 new orders for laundry powder. I got one for Mima's Lavender Whisper, which is for my sister-in-law, so that's exciting. This is her second. My mother-in-law bought her one to try, and then she liked it, so she asked me to make her another one. And then Crystal Stapleton asked me, this is her 3rd time refilling, so I am really excited to get that done. I ordered this stuff yesterday, and then plus I need some, because I am like, well, not out of laundry, or laundry detergent, but I probably will be out come after I do laundry on this coming Friday, if I get to do it. I think Friday will be a good day, yeah, because I'll be home. Anyway, farm life, you know. So, what I make, for those of you who don't know, I make laundry detergent, natural cleaning supplies. I have a t-shirt business, and it's all under, and I have soap and bath bombs. That's like what I started with. And I make that stuff like all the time. And this last time, there's this man that lives in Stockton, and he really liked the J. Miles shaving soap. So he has bought, I don't know, maybe like 8 bars so far. And so I did the last time that I made that, I did get stuff for double. so I could have some backup. And I have a few, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to get hit by anything going 100 miles an hour. So I have a few things that, I have like one of a lot of bars that I tried to see if I liked the fragrances, and I do, but I just don't want to have like 60 kinds that I buy, or that I make. I would rather have like 10 really good ones that everybody loves to be able to make, because one, it's a lot easier to make them when you've made them over and over and over. But two, I just don't, sometimes you have to wait on the, I hate when people don't wave. It's like, you're on my road, you better wave. Anyway, I hate to just make stuff and buy the ingredients and make it, and then no one need it for a long time, and it just set. Now it's soap, it's not going to go bad, but I still like to make it fresh. I still like to do it, as needed. But I did get a bunch of the supplies to make my shaving soap, my J Mouse shaving soap, which is really popular. So I have quite a few bars of that, because I know that Jack will be buying some of that, and then Naomi always buys stuff for her husband, and he just loves it. He uses it for shaving. So anyway, that seems like a lot to tell you on my very first video, but whatever. So I'm headed to the post office, and then I'm going to go back home and change my clothes, because I'm working on my kitchen island. Now, I just had one of my friends tell me Friday, or they think we talked to each other on Friday, and she said, you need to start videoing all the stuff that you're doing, so you can see like your progress, your process, your progress. And I was like, yeah, I did like one for my living room, which my living room is by no means done, but I just like decorated it, rearranged it, and I painted the big entertainment center that we have. And so I took a little video of that. I don't know that I did anything before, but I'll do a before video before I like do the walls and the floor and stuff. But anyway, I'm working on my kitchen island, and I like made it up, so I don't have any idea how it's going to work, but we're going to figure it out, because I want a kitchen island, and I want to take the big oak table that I have in the kitchen and move it into my dining room, which is right off of the kitchen. And I want like a little cozy dining area, which it's not really cozy because you have to walk through it to get to the bedroom, or to get to the living room, or to get upstairs, which that's a whole other thing. I ain't even talking about the upstairs. Ugh, there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, and anyway, I really want to get that done, the upstairs done, because I want my niece and her kids to come and stay like for a week or two, and she can't do that if I don't have any place for her to stay. So I really want to get that done, but it's just all a process. they come out, they can't walk the stairs, so there's no way that they would be able to lift to go upstairs. But they can always stay over at Mom and Dad McReynolds, so you know that's good. But anyway, I'm just jabbering now, but I have to keep telling myself I'm doing this for me and Sean and not for anybody else. And if people don't understand, hey, I'm in the middle of trying to get my house, you know, going. Also, it's a working farm, so sometimes things don't go as planned. Now, normally, for the most part, I don't have to, you know, my husband doesn't need me to do anything, but, you know, my father-in-law had knee replacement surgery, and my sister-in-laws have been here taking care of them, so I haven't done anything. And this is his second week, so surely after this week and next week, he'll be good to go. But, you know, sometimes things just life happens, and you have to just do whatever, you know. You might have to run and get a part, or, I mean, I don't go and get chemical. My husband does that, but one time last year when he had bronchitis, and he was taking this medication for it, which my husband never gets sick, and even when he was sick, he said he wasn't sick, but whatever. Anyway, he was taking this medication, and it made him really sleepy. And so he worked, but he couldn't, like, drive. The doctor was like, you need to not probably drive for a few days. So I did have to I had to take the truck and the trailer. No, we just took the truck that time and got chemical for him. But there's not a lot. Sometimes I don't have to do anything. But there's times when, you know, I need to do something. So, you know, like run to town, go to the pharmacy, or like now I'm running to mail the stuff to Sister Nancy so she can have it, and things like that. But anyway, I just go on and on and on. I could just talk all day. But I am definitely looking forward to working on my kitchen island today. I've got one of the pieces of it completely painted. I'm working on the second piece of it, and I've got there's like this top thing that sets on this piece that just sets on it. It's like decorative, but it's like a little shelf, and then some drawers. And so I'm working on painting that right now, and I'm not going to use that on the island because I want the flat top of the cabinet for the island. But I have an idea for this top thing, but I'm working on painting it, and then I have there's two drawers in the big cabinet, and then of course the cabinet. So I've got to work on that today. And it's just stuff takes time. I mean, you know, all these people that you see like I like to watch things on like YouTube or whatever that get me motivated to like do things. Like I follow these two young ladies, I don't know, they're, you know, young, but they have one bought an old like store, like back from the 30s or 20s or 30s, and she's converting it into a house. And then the other lady, what did she do? Oh, she bought this really old house for like $1, and this house was like owned by this man, and it was like his parents' house, and he grew up in it, but he had a house, and so he just kept it because for sentimental reasons, and he just used it for storage. So he sold it to her under the condition that she redid it and then lived in it. And so that's what she's doing. And she has taken it from just an old house, not really run down, just old, outdated. And she's like redone everything, including the basement, or maybe she's working on the basement. So whatever the gray is I have, I think it's a darker gray, but I think it will look really cool with the white, everything else. And I'm doing I already painted almost one chair to see how I liked it, and I love it. It just makes the chair look so nice. And so I don't know, I might put some gray on the chairs, but I'm not sure about that yet. It's all, everything is subject to change, obviously, with my mind and how I go from one thing to another. But it's okay, because it's my house, and I can do it how I want to. So, whew. And my husband doesn't care, so there's that. He could care less what I do. But I am heading to Plainville. So all this whole time that I've been talking to you, 19 minutes and 32 seconds, has been coming from my house just to get to the highway. So that's how long it takes. Just saying. Anyway, I'm headed to Plainville.